Hello, my name is Luke Stokes with EOSDAC, and I want to spend about 5 minutes and go through the power of multi-signature transactions on EOSIO. As you may know, we've been running a DAC for a few months now, and I want to demonstrate here, we have this account where we store all the EOSDAC funds. EOSDAC, the DAC, is set up with multi-signature permissions on the account. So essentially that protects the funds of the DAC so no one person can just run away with them. And once the DAC fully launches, this will be the 12 custodians voted in by the token holders, and it will be automatically updated every 7 days with these multi-signature permissions. And I realized that multi-signature permissions are something really powerful but a little confusing. And so something that Michael Yates built a while back was just a set of scripts to be able to manage payments. And as I was running the payments for the DAC today, I realized hey, this is a really awesome set of tools that more people should be aware of, because it really makes using multi-signature transfers and actions on EOSIO really easily. So essentially all you have to do is go in here and modify this little script here with your settings, set up your permissions and your transaction permissions, and then just give it a comma separated value file that'll just loop through and do all the payments as you want. So I'll go ahead and show you that real quick here. First, what you set up here is, like I said, you kind of configure the account that you want, EOSDAC the DAC. And then you configure the people that you're going to request approvals from in your multi-signature, and that's in the request permissions file. And then of course you set up your payments. This right here are transfers that we want to do just in a comma separated value file. And then you go in here and you configure your different parameters for who's going to do the payments, who's going to be the proposer for the multi-signature transaction, all that kind of stuff. And then right here you can see an example where I ran through this. And it's pretty straightforward. You just actually, first you want to make sure that your wallet's unlocked. So go ahead and you unlock your cleos wallet. And then you go ahead and run through the script. And it just reads in those comma separated files, the values there, and just creates all of these proposals on chain for you pretty easily. And one thing I wanted to point out here, as I was running through these today, you can notice here I actually ran out of RAM, because it does store these on the EOSIO multi-signature tables. And so that you have to have enough RAM to be able to store all those. So something to keep in mind. And if you make a mistake like that or you have to redo it, no problem at all, because we have this cancel all proposal script. And that is pretty straightforward. It just goes through here, loops through any proposals that you have on MSIG, on the EOSIO MSIG, and just cancels them for you. And then you can just run it again. And that's what I did here. And you can see that it set up all of these proposals on chain. And then once these are all set up on chain, then I just go ahead and talk to our team and say, hey, go ahead and run the proposal review and approve script. And you just kind of run the script and list out the proposal one at a time. So like in this case, it would be WP payment 113. So you run that script and list it out, and it will show the details, and it'll just ask them pretty straightforward, you want to approve this or not. If it gets approved, then once you get all of the approvals and you have the correct number of approvals to actually execute it, you can just run this execute all proposals, and now again just loop through what it finds on chain and execute them all. So it's a pretty cool setup. This is all open source again. I'd really encourage you to go check it out, because I think multi-signature transactions are a really powerful way to secure your funds and really to do a lot of really neat things with the EOSIO. So it's something that I want to make sure people know about. That's kind of why I want to do this video real quick. So if you want to secure your own personal funds, for example, something like this might be helpful for you, because you might have a private key you store on your phone, for example. You might have a private key on your laptop. You might have a private key somewhere else, and you can have all these different accounts set up with a multi-signature situation. So if you wanted to do a large value transfer, for example, you could actually have different devices that have to go in and approve that transfer before it'll ever happen. So it's just a really great way that you can secure your funds. You can also do time lock transactions as well, which we won't get into here, but there's some really neat, amazing features of EOSIO, and I hope you know about those. We've been doing it ourselves as a DAC for quite some time, and it's worked out very well. And we'd love for you to join us on the DACs. You can find out more at eosDAC.io, and you can even join if you have eosDAC tokens at members.eosDAC.io. We'd love to have you be a part of this community-owned block producer and DAC enabler, and I hope you found this video useful. All right,